Hello my planner pals and welcome back, and if you're new here then thank you for joining me and giving me a try. My name is Di, I am here at Creative Karma Design, and today I am sharing with you my project life for the week of, I think this is 9 and 10. I am behind. Yeah, it's week 9 and 10. I am behind. And I wanted to get this done because I just don't want to fall too far behind, because when I fall too far behind then it just takes me a while to get going again. So for those of you that don't know, I am doing project life, like memory keeping, in a big discbound happy planner. And this is a 2022 planner that I am repurposing for this. I've just switched the cover around and stuff like that. I'm not using the insides. All I am doing is just punching some white cardstock, using a grid system, and just, you know, that's the whole thing with project life. It's just a grid system, right? And then I am just using the grid system to plonk down my photos for that week. And you'll see here that I've actually done more photos. That's because those are for week 11. So I prepared a little bit ahead. I filled up the page and did a couple of photos from week 11 just to use the photo paper. But yeah, so I've cut up all of the photos, and you'll see here I didn't even use paper trimmer, just using my scissors. Again, I'm trying to remove as many of the barriers as I can for the memory keeping, because if there's too many barriers, I just simply will not do it. So that is my plan. I'm going to try and make it as simple as possible while also giving me some more, I mean, basically like decorative planning and these paper crafting projects are like therapy, right? So it's just giving me some more time to get some crafty time. So I'm just gonna lay out the photos and try and figure out how I want them. I do try and do week 9 photos on the left and week 10 photos on the right. Sometimes that doesn't always work out depending on how many photos that I've had that week, but that's the basics of it. So I bought this stack from Joann's last week, the week before, and I do have a video about that haul which you'll be able to see. But yeah, I just figured that's what I want this paper to be mostly used for, is for projects like this. So, and my one little word project. But yeah, so I bought that, and I'm just looking through right now the paper and deciding which papers kind of go with the theme, with the colors that are in the photos. So I pick out this plaid and the dotted one, which wasn't what I was going to go with, but I just wanted something with a little pop of color, but not totally in your face. So yeah, I kind of know where I want these to go, and I'm just trying to decide, okay, I've got 5 little blank spots, so I need 5 like backgrounds. So you'll see here, this is one of my hacks. If I know that I'm going to be using the same size repeatedly, I'm going to put a little bit of washi tape on my paper trimmer. Like the other 2 bits that you can see there, the little cactus ones, those are for my classic happy planner sizes. So if I know that there's a size that I'm going to be using regularly, I will put a little bit of washi on my paper trimmer so that I can just literally cut and not have to think about it. Just takes the brain work out of it, which, as you know, my brain has not been the best lately. So it just helps to just cut and not have to think. And I think this is what this project's all about. I don't want to think about any of the regular stuff. I just want to play with paper and stuff. So I put the plaid underneath the week numbers journaling spot things, and then I play with, okay, where do I want one more plaid, and then I'm like, well, I've only got 2 of the dotted ones. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what I want here. And this is part of what I've missed, I think, like over the last few years when I kind of stopped memory keeping, was just the playing with paper. So you see, I did vote by mail, and I put the little vote by mail sticker on there. I knew I wanted to put that in, so I purposefully took a photo of the vote by mail envelope. So I also, on this, only put adhesive on 3 corners. So yes, and you'll notice here I'm going to try and put in larger photos so you can see them more up close, but just pictures of the dogs. Basically 95% of my life is photos of the dogs. So yeah, because that's what my stories are about, right? They're about my dogs. So I'm just adhering some of the photos down. This one is from me when I was sick. Yeah, I had a couple of days bad with my kidneys. Stella sleeping. I've got one of Cosmo lying down on the treadmill while I was working out. And then this one is, well, I think all of us with family members who don't clean them after themselves can appreciate that one. Like the mysterious person who isn't me, who ends up with toilet paper rolls on the side of the bathroom cabinet. I just can't even. I know it's not me, and there's only one other person that lives in this house, so there's that. So I'm just sticking down the journaling cards, and I'm like, okay, this project is coming along. Like, I'm doing pretty good. So this is where I grab some white paper, because I know I'm going to need a couple of extra little journaling cards. And I also decide to look through the little bits left over from previous weeks, and I found these couple of little kind of weird golden orangey things, orangey spots. And I'm like, okay, maybe I just want to switch those out and do those instead. So I'm just like, okay, yes, I think I want to do that. I'm going to switch some out. We're going to have a quote in. We're going to have some other little bits. And this is, again, like if I have bits left over from previous weeks or stuff that I just find on my travels, I'm starting to put them to one side. I mean, it's only taken me, what a week 10? I'm starting to put them to one side for this project. And as you can see here, I'm just literally cutting up some paper, rounding the corners again. This little tool is the corner chomper from We Are Memory Keepers. I love this little thing. It is, in my opinion, it's just awesome. I love it. So I'm sticking the little journaling cards, like paper down, like any of my pens. I'm using the Tombow Denisuke and the, I think it's the Pentel 0.38. It's the G2 0.38, the Pilot G2 0.38. There we go. So I literally put on here, and I'm reading it from my book after. It's that time of year again where I get thoroughly pissed off in my seasonal funk, trying to just make it through the day. And, you know, just this is part of it, just being honest. Just being honest in your own, you know, your own memories, right? I put some little journaling strips in, and one of them just says good things. This says good stuff. It's just Cosmo settling in the gym when I'm working out, rather than trying to rip my arm off playing fetch while I'm trying to use the weights. The one on the one where I'm not feeling very well, I said, feeling like crap some days. Stomach swollen and kidneys so very grumpy. Tired AF. Tired AF. Then I've got the little circles and the pink little journaling card there that I know I want to incorporate. So I'm just trying to decide where I want to put things. I cut the little circle in half because I want to use it on 2, because I eventually do want to use like 3 and just get that little triangle. This dotted journaling card says, Stella is such a ham when we are eating. She often rests her head on our lap under the table. We call her Table Troll because she's so very predictable and isn't really, quotes, begging. So cute though. And she does. That's what she does like almost every mealtime. She's always underneath the table. Because, you know, it's not begging if you can't see her. She thinks you can't see her, but, you know, clearly you can feel her because she's in your lap. But, yeah. And then on the little circle there, I've put the one of Stella is constantly licking Cosmo. She just licks his eyes constantly because he's teething again. And then she has the one where she's sleeping, and I just put blankets or for naps. I actually put it down there to protect the sofa. And she just decided that she was just going to scruff it all up and use it as a pillow, which is fine, which is fine. And then the one of the toilet roll tube, I shortened the little journaling card thing, and then I literally put on there, I swear, sometimes I could kill my husband. It's just like, I was talking to Rini and I was like, the song in Chicago, he had it coming. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. So this journaling card, it says, this week it's become very noticeable that Cosmo is almost as big as Stella. He's growing and going through another teething and growth spurt. Also, we are looking at possible dates for getting him snipped, hoping it curbs some of the puppy energy. Yeah, he is just starting to get a little bit rambunctious and super hyper at some points. So yeah, and this is where I just put that as a little good stuff in. I just need something up there. It just needs some balance. So I just put a little journaling strip in that says good things. Week 10. And this is something I haven't talked about. It says, since we got rid of Amazon Prime, we've both been reading more. I've finished so many books this year, already double of last year's. And I'm also so very much loving my Kindle. I got a new Kindle for my birthday in December. My husband bought me that and I am loving it. Absolutely loving it. So I have this little scrap of paper, of the graph paper, the plaid paper, and I'm like, I want to do a little pocket here with a little tag. So I do a little tag. I take some of the pattern paper and I eventually use that blue one that we saw earlier. But yeah, I take a little of the spotted pattern, I take the white, I cut down another journaling spot, round the corners again because I love my corner rounder. And it just ties in the theme of everything being rounded corners. So yeah, I put a little journaling spot. Again, I take that blue one eventually, and it just says voting time. As we head into another general election, it's time to stay off social media and be more mindful of watching the news. It's so effing depressing to see it. And that is because I just get totally... I'm not going to use the word bogged down, but it's just, I just don't like the way that American politics and politics in general now is. It's not about what they can do for us. It's just about their stance isn't that. All their stance is now is we're the opposite of them. I don't care. What are your values? And I am an independent. I don't hold myself to any party, which also is a screwed up system here in America. But yeah, this is reaffirming my decision right now to stay off social media and be mindful of the news and stuff that I am consuming because it is just depressing. So that is my weeks 9 and 10 for my project life. Again, I'm loving this project and I highly recommend, if you have a spare happy planner that you're thinking of doing this with, to jump in and just join in. Yeah, it's just, this is something that I think I will be continuing moving forward and maybe even like going further into with different backgrounds and stuff like that. But yeah, I love the fact that it's white, but I'm thinking of maybe incorporating black at some point. But yeah, I'm just loving this project. So let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you next time, my planner pals. Bye!